Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hougland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesson Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Flag Family Media.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at Game Day Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with Game Day Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on Game Day Media. Game Day Media, more than a game.
And here we are at the barn again. My name is Randy Peterson here on Game Day Media. Our privilege to be courtside this evening for a District 16 matchup in girls volleyball. It'll be the Divide County Maroons, the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. And the home team on the scoreboard tonight, the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. And we're looking forward to a great competitive matchup tonight as these two teams do battle. The Divide County Maroons, with 4 wins now on the season compared to 8 losses, looking for their first District 16 win of the season. And they'll be pitted against the Ranchers from Powers Lake-Burke Central with a 4-5 overall record. Apparently the Maroons went down to a tournament this past weekend and snuck out a couple of victories as well down there, a couple against Beach from what I understand, talking to head coach Nicole Bertman. And so the Ranchers are also coming off of a couple of losses so far. And from the last couple of games, one to the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, the #1 ranked team in District 16, and the other one to the Tioga Lady Pirates last week. And so we're looking forward to a great competitive match here tonight. We've got a lot in store for you on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, including coaches' comments from both head coach Nicole Bertman of the Divide County Maroons and head coach Kayla Jensen of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. And when we come back out of this timeout from our NCC Sports Desk, we'll have our Continental Resources Coach's comments with the Divide County Maroons head coach, Nicole Burtman, after this 2-minute timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today. D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back to Game Day Media and to the NCC Sports Desk, welcome to our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with the Divide County Volleyball head coach Nicole Burtman to talk about their match this evening with the Ranchers from Powers Lake-Burke Central. And first of all, Coach Burtman, thanks for taking time out and being a part of our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments.
You bet, Randy. Thanks for doing this.
Before we get into talking about the upcoming match tonight between your Maroons and the Ranchers, the Maroons captured your first win of the season against the Williston Trinity Christian Crusaders. That has to be a pretty good confidence booster for the Maroons as you get that monkey off your back, Coach.
It was real nice. It was like we had won the state championship. They were so excited to finally get over that hump, I guess.
And so on to the match tonight. The Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers are coming off of a couple of losses last week in District 16 play to the Tioga Pirates and the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, and will be looking to bounce back tonight against the Maroons. Despite graduating a lot of talent from last year's team, the Ranchers seem to be pretty competitive in District 16. What do you feel will be a key factor tonight for the Maroons to be able to capture your first District 16 win of the season, Coach?
Sure. We need to make sure that we're always working together, and we're keeping our serves in, and our serve receive is a big thing. You can't do anything without a pass, so we're always working to improve our serve receive.
Well, you've been listening to head coach Nicole Burtman of the Divide County Maroons on our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments, and we'll be back with more of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after this timeout and a few words from some of our dedicated sponsors. Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our Acute Stroke Ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our Family Practice Clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Game Day Media here on our NCC Sports Desk and our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have caught up with head coach Kayla Jensen of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers to talk with me about their upcoming District 16 match this evening with the longtime rivals Divide County Maroons on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments. And first of all, welcome again to our Coach's Comments, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Before we talk about your upcoming match tonight against the Maroons, the Ranchers have dropped their last two matches in District 16 competition to the Pirates and to the Honkers. Although you took one set against both teams, the Ranchers eventually dropped both matches by scores of 3-1. Is there anything that the Ranchers can take away from those two losses and learn from and be able to apply for the remainder of the season, Coach?
You know, we've talked that in both games we played very hard. Tioga, we played very hard the entire way through. Those girls, I am so proud of how well they fought. Kinder, we played amazing, and we fought for every point in games 1 and 2, and we kind of, once things started slipping away in set 3, our tires just deflated. And so we talked about how things aren't always going to be going our way, and when they're not, we can't let our tires deflate. We have to keep them aired up. We have to keep encouraging our teammates. And I told them, you know, we need to be proud because we took a set from Kinder, and to us, that's a feat. We're hoping that if we meet them again, we can take 2-3 sets from them. We have goals.
When Game Day Media broadcast the match between the Ranchers and the Pirates last week, I felt that Ava Bollinger did a great job from the service line. In fact, she's one of the best servers I've seen so far this season, Coach. She's really stepped up.
Yes, she really has. She has an aggressive serve. We're working on finding that power, but keeping it within the court. I know when we played Kenmare, she was serving aggressive, but a couple of them were a little too aggressive, and they ended up way out of bounds. So we're just working on finding that aggressiveness. I think she had 11 aces against Tioga for us.
And now on to the match tonight. The Ranchers will play the Divide County Maroons, a team that just won their first match of the year last week against the Williston Trinity Christian Crusaders on September 28th. What do you know about the Maroons, and what do you feel will be the key factor tonight to allow the Ranchers to capture another District 16 win, Coach?
We know that they are fairly young. We played them towards the beginning of the year, and we went 5 sets with them. We know that they are scrappy and that they aren't going to let that ball drop. They're going to do anything that they can to put it back at us. So we need to continue to just play scrappy, play our game, and like I said, just stay fired up even when things aren't going our way.
Well, thanks again, Coach Jensen, and best of luck to the Ranchers this evening as you take on the Divide County Maroons. You've been listening to head coach Kayla Jensen of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments segment of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. After this timeout, we'll come back to honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8888 888-8900 or visit surusvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga or shop online at acehardware.com.
At GameDay Media, we believe that we live in the greatest nation in the world. As we pause, let's honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James. At Howgland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
And as we come back to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson alongside Eli Clark running the boards tonight. James Myers running our camera tonight, being the eyes of us here tonight from the barn. It'll be the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers, the home team on the scoreboard tonight, taking on the Divide County Maroons here in District 16 play from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. In other action around Northwest North Dakota this evening in volleyball, in a Region 8 matchup tonight, a big one over in Trenton tonight as the Tioga Lady Pirates travel to Trenton to take on the Tigers. Trenton, one of the top teams in District 16. Tioga ranked second in District 16 right now, so that's going to be looking forward to something that may come down the road later on in postseason play, but it's the Tioga Lady Pirates traveling over to Trenton tonight to take on the Tigers. We have the Ray Jays hosting the Partial Braves tonight over in Ray this evening. And Stanley traveling down to Minot to take on the Ned Rose Cardinals in non-region play tonight. The Stanley Blue Jays taking on the Cardinals from Ned Rose. That gives us a chance to remind everybody that this Thursday, on October 5th, the Tioga Pirates will be hosting the Divide County Maroons in District 16 play. Will go on the air as soon as the JV game is over in Tioga. But it'll be District 16 play as the Tioga Lady Pirates will be hosting the Divide County Maroons on Thursday of this week. And then on Friday, we will take our mics over to Stanley as we will be broadcasting the South Prairie Royals and the Stanley Blue Jays in Class 11B football on Friday night from Lynn Ingot Field over in Stanley. So a lot in store for you here on GameDay Media. We're glad that you're with us. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. Make sure you call up and let your friends know that we're on GameDay Media. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Hit the like buttons if you would, please, to help us out. Get the word out here on GameDay Media. And the more likes we get, the more notoriety we get. And we appreciate every one of you that are tuned in this evening, and would appreciate any thumbs up that you can give us for the broadcast tonight. With that, we're going to step aside, come back with our opening serve, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, after this quick timeout and a word from our sponsors.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed. At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
And as we come back to the Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup for the Divide County Maroons, they'll go with Madeline Nygaard, Anna Ames, Maddie Fagerlund, Elodie Johnson, Skylar Weirman, and Ava Costin to start the game for the 4-8 Divide County Maroons. Head coach Nicole Bertman, assisted by Madison Pulvermacher and Morgan Ames. Again, they're 4-8 coming into this match tonight with the Ranchers. And for the Ranchers this evening, they're coached up by Kayla Jensen, assisted by Sarah Fredrickson. They come into this match with a 4-5 record. They'll start Eliza Schroeder, Claire Gunderson, Ava Bollinger, Jocelyn Puckett, Olivia Puckett, and Trista Inget for the Ranchers this evening. Inget is a senior. Puckett, Olivia, is a senior. And Claire Gunderson and Eliza Schroeders are also seniors. Bollinger is a sophomore for the Ranchers. And Jocelyn Puckett is a junior for the 4-5 Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. Our umpire tonight, Anthony Vondell, in his 19th year, is going to be on the floor tonight, I believe. And Gary Schell will be in the chair tonight here for the match tonight. Maybe I've got that changed around, but we'll see. But Gary Schell, I think he's been a high school volleyball official for over 33 years, and Vondell in his 19th year as a high school volleyball official. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. Glad you've joined us here on GameDay Media. Tell your friends and family that they can go out and watch our games this evening between the Divide County Maroons and the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. And actually, I got the officials turned around. Anthony Vondell will be in the chair tonight. Gary Schell will be on the floor for this varsity matchup tonight. In JV action, the Divide County Maroons took a 2-1 set victory in JV action over the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. And so It'll be the Ranchers from Powers Lake-Burke Central, co-op that's been in existence for a couple of years, against the Divide County Maroons. A lot of pink on the Divide County Maroons side of the floor tonight in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month here, the month of October. And we see some pink over on the other side. Assistant coach Sarah Fredrickson for the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers also donning a pink t-shirt. And I know in Tioga, where we're going to be on Thursday, there's going to be a lot of pink in the stadium that evening as well. And our first serve goes to the Powers Lake Ranchers as Olivia Puckett puts the ball in play. And now that's the first point of the match going to the Ranchers as the ball hit off the rafters and comes down, hits the Divide County side of the floor. Here's Adrina Forcher going back row to Ava Costin. Forcher inserted into the starting lineup late for head coach Nicole Bertman. Up front they go, and that is number 6. Elodie Johnson hitting the ball into the net, and the Ranchers up to a quick 2-0 lead here in set number 1. Just underway as Olivia Puckett with the serve. Here's a set, the outside. Weirman goes cross court with it, run down there by Claire Gunderson. That goes behind the antenna, and so that's the first point for Divide County. It's 2-1. The Ranchers on top as Elodie Johnson goes back to serve for the Divide County Maroons. Here's Jocelyn Puckett pushing it across. From the outside, a free ball brought over by Divide County's Skylar Weirman. Up front, here's Eliza Schroeder trying to get it across, can't do it, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. 2-2. As Elodie Johnson goes back to serve again. Elodie is a sophomore for head coach Nicole Bertman. Here's the ball into the out of bounds, last touch by Kyra Bakken. And just like that, Divide County Maroons up 3-2. Here's a set by Inget. Going across court is Puckett. And Puckett hits the line, and it's tied up 3-3 as the Ranchers have the point. Back to serve is Jocelyn Puckett for Powers Lake-Burke Central. She wears number 14. The junior puts it in play. Set on the outside. Billy Forcher tries to bring it across, but it's too low, and it goes into the net. Point, Ranchers, 4-3. The Ranchers out on top by 1 as we're just underway here in set number 1. And there's another point for the Ranchers as the Maroons fail to get it across. Easy point for the Ranchers. As Jocelyn Puckett continues to serve. From the middle, Eliza Schroeder goes back row, and it hits the line. That's a good point for the Ranchers. We saw that from here on our NCC Sports Desk. 6-3. Powered up by NCC. They have been magnificent partners for GameDay Media, making sure that we're powered up in all of our locations that we're working from up here in Northwest North Dakota in their service line. We appreciate Jeremy Becker and all the crew at NCC powering up GameDay Media. That ball's out, so it's another point, and the Ranchers are up by 4, 7-3. There's another serve. Good serve by Jocelyn Puckett. And there is another point for the Ranchers, and just like that, the Ranchers up by a handful. 8-3. Again, another serve put in play by Jocelyn Puckett as Billy Forcher slams it into the net again, and the Maroons need a timeout. They're down by 6, 9-3. We'll take a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout as well. You're listening to District 16 Girls Volleyball here on GameDay Media, your leading streamer in Northwest North Dakota. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
And if you're out there, welcome back again to Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson. I want to mention that we've got a live chat going on our YouTube channel, so make sure you give us some comments, good or bad, or indifferent. We just appreciate hearing from our audience, if you would. And make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. And there's another point for the Maroons. And so it's 9-4 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Segment's brought to you by Brevera Bank, proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals at Brevera Bank. As the point goes to Powers Lake, they've hit double digits. It's 10-4. As Ava Bullinger, watch her serve now, folks. She's got a good one, as we mentioned in our pregame show. She's got a strong serve, and one of the better serves I've seen in the district. And there's a ball off the chest of Kyra Bakken. That's called a lift, and that point goes over to the Maroons. Maroons down by 5. As Elia Bailey in to serve. And there is another point as the ball hits the floor. It's 11-5 now in favor of the Ranchers as Eliza Schroeder goes back to server's row. The Prairie Home Furnishings, the Souris Valley Dental Group server's row, and Eliza too strong on the serve. Souris Valley Dental Group located down in Minot. Dr. Jarek Henson and his team down there coming on board as a premier sponsor of Game Day Media. Prairie Home Furnishings located over in Stanley. Also another premier sponsor here on Game Day Media. If you want to come on board with us, we got room for more. Please get a hold of us, and we'd love to be able to put your business on the games and promote your business while we promote our athletes up here in Northwest North Dakota. That last point going to the Ranchers. It's 12-6 as Jessa Riestead comes in off the bench to serve for the Ranchers. Puts the ball in play. Good serve by Riestead. On the outside, Maddie Fagerlund brings it across. Dug out there by Ava Bollinger. Now here's Olivia Puckett. Set to the middle. Elodie Johnson brings it across for the Maroons. As Olivia free balls it over. Here's another set. And they go back row. That is Maddie Fagerlund. That's too deep. That's another point for the Ranchers. 13-6 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Jessa Riestead continues to serve for the Ranchers. Ball's in play. Forcher runs it down. Fagerlund free balls it over. Now from the middle, Olivia Puckett gets tipped at the net. Kept alive for the Maroons as Fagerlund brings it across. Here's another tip. The ball off the arms of Maddie Fagerlund, and that's another point for the Ranchers. They're up 14-6. Jessa Riestead has come off the bench for head coach Kayla Jensen and has rattled off 3 consecutive points. Short serve. Bailey digs it out, and now here's another point as the Maroons are called in the net. It's 15-6. Things getting away from the Maroons right now. They haven't scored for a while. As Jessa Riestead puts the ball in play again. And there's another point. The Ranchers up by 10 here in set number 1. This is a best-of-5 matchup tonight. The Maroons need to get things going here. They're down by 10, 16-6. Claire Gunderson brings it across for the Ranchers. Here's Adrina Forcher setting up Maddie Fagerlund. And Fagerlund goes cross court with it off the arms of the Ranchers. Last played by Claire Gunderson and out of bounds, so that point goes over to the Maroons. 16-7. Costin, Ava with the serve. Now here's a double hit by the Ranchers. Not so much communication there by the Ranchers on that play. 16-8. Costin continues to serve, goes back row, dug out by Jossie Puckett. Now from the middle, Olivia Costin with it. Last touch by the Maroons, and it's another point for the Ranchers. Technic Solutions, offering measurement sales, service, and support for your oil and water treatment measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or get a hold of him at jason@technicsolutions.com. There's another kill from the middle by the Ranchers. It's 18-8, backed up to a 10-point lead for the Ranchers. Flag Family Media picking up this game this evening, located at 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. For your source of conservative talk show radio, download that free KTGO mobile app. That's KTGO, Flag Family Media Group down in Fargo. Proud owners of KTGO, 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. 18-9. Off the net, the Maroons can't catch up with it, and it's 19-9. Again, a 10-point lead for the Ranchers over the youthful Divide County Maroons. Olivia Puckett serves it into the net on a service error. 19-10. As they trade size, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa located in Tioga, North Dakota, your Main Street. Your full service salon and spa. Follow them at Hidden Beauty on Facebook. It's the ball hitting the floor on the Powers Lake side. It's 19-11. We want to thank the Farmers Union Insurance Larson Vossen Agency located up in Crosby. They sell crop, farm, ranch, and home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. That's the Larson Vossen Agency located in Crosby, your Farmers Union agents. And there's another point for Divide, and so things getting kind of interesting here in set number one as the Maroons making a run of it. They're down by 7, 19-12. As Ellie Johnson continues to serve for the Maroons. Up front, Jocelyn Puckett goes cross court, run down by Johnson. Brought across by Weirman. A diving Hannah Nelson keeps it alive for the Ranchers. Up front, Forcher brings it across. There's Nelson again. And here's the Schroeder, unable to bring it across, so it's another point. 19-13. 6-point lead for the Ranchers, but the Maroons causing some noise here in set number one. Here's a set to Puckett, and she barely gets it across. Ball's kept alive as Ava Costin brings it across. Great hustle by the Maroons. Now back on the Maroon side. Brought across, and there is another point. That is with that we have a timeout. As that point goes to the Maroons, it's 19-14. Timeout on the floor. It's a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll step aside. You're listening to District 16 Volleyball here from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota on GameDay Media.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back to the barn here in Powers Lake, North Dakota, my name is Randy Peterson, and it's my privilege to be courtside this evening here in GameDay Media for District 16 girls volleyball between the Divide County Maroons serving the ball right now against the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. Here's the ball pushed across on the free ball by the Ranchers. Now here's a set to the middle. Skylar Weirman unable to get it across, and so that point awarded to the Ranchers. It's 20-14, 6-point lead. It'll be Jocelyn Puckett going back to the server's row. Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, located in Tioga. Nate Ron and his team at Patriot Oilfield Service would like to wish the Pirates all the best this season. That's Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Kept alive by Billy Forcher, but the Ranchers unable to catch up with it on the third hit. 21-15 as Jocelyn Puckett continues from the Souris Valley Dental Group server's row. Pushed across by Skylar Wehrman. Here's a set by Puckett. Back set, and that's a double hit. That point awarded to the Maroons. 21-15. There is a server's error. She had her foot on the line. That's a fault, and that's 22-15. Easy point for the Ranchers. Their easiest one that they'll get as Ava Bullinger continues to serve. Ball's in play. Now here's the Ranchers pushing it to the corner, and it is in. They call it in. No, then they're going to redo it. That ball was definitely out. So it's a point awarded to the Maroons, 22-16. 22-16. Ranchers out on top. Here's the ball that's too deep. Another point, 22-17. As Elia Bailey continues to serve. Jocelyn Puckett with the free ball over. Here's a set to the outside. Maddie Fagerlund tries to go with it. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Maroons. Billy Forcher goes back row with it. Bullinger runs it down. As Claire Gunderson brings it across. From the middle, Billy Forcher with it. Now set up to the front. Claire Gunderson grows cross court with it. Fagerlund pushes it across again. Here's a set to the middle. Eliza Schroeder. And a block kill by Billy Forcher, and it's another point for the Maroons. 22-18. Bailey continues to serve. There's a point awarded on the carry by the Maroons, 23-18. And with that, we have a St. Luke's Medical Center on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're listening to District 16 girls volleyball action here on Game Day Media. Back after this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back to the barn, again, my name's Randy Peterson. Glad you've joined us here on Game Day Media. Ranchers and the Maroons doing battle here in District 16 volleyball action from the barn. As Bullinger brings it across. Here's a set. Billy Forcher punches it across. Claire Gunderson brings it across. Fagerlund digs it for the Maroons. Up front, Fagerlund with the free ball. Now here's a back set to Addison Barstead. Barstead puts it down from the right corner for the point. And it's set point for the Ranchers. They're up 24-18. Eliza Schroeder serves for the set. Eliza puts the ball in play, and it's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace to close out set number one. The Ranchers capture the first set, 25-18. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute Bank of Tioga intermission. Bank of Tioga with locations in Crosby and Tioga, our intermission sponsor. Back after this 2-minute timeout. Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
As we come back to the barn, saving our equipment, putting my life in line here as we have the ball come over to us. First point goes to Divide County. That ball was out by the Ranchers. It's a quick 2-0 lead for the Maroons. They're up 2-0. And there's another point. The Ranchers on a roll here. I want to remind everybody that we're kind of expanding here at GameDay Media as my son Chris Peterson is starting a podcast called From the Sidelines. They're going to be putting it on our YouTube channel and also on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to From the Sidelines with Chris Peterson. He's got a lot of coaches and athletic directors and different people in school administration that he wants to talk about on his weekly podcasts. And so we invite you to subscribe to GameDay Media. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and pick up From the Sidelines on our YouTube channel and on Spotify. Enable all the alerts. Make sure you do that. We'd appreciate that. Chris Peterson, one of our sponsors here on GameDay Media, also starting a podcast from Bismarck. 3-1. Now it's 3-2-2 as the Ranchers have come back with 2 consecutive points. They're down by 1 here as Olivia Puckett continues to serve. Brought across by Elodie Johnson. Now here's a back set to Eliza Schroeder. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Ranchers. To the outside, Skylar Wehrman hits it into the net, and we're all knotted up at 3 apiece. D.A. Land, located in Tioga, established in 2021, is providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies to the Tioga area. That's D.A. Land, LLC, as that last point goes to the Divide County Maroons. Maroons up 4-3 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. As Anna Ames checking in for head coach Nicole Bertman, Divide County Maroons. Here's a back set to Olivia Schroeder. Tipped at the net, kept alive by the Maroons. Free ball by the Maroons. Now brought across again. Here is Billy Forcher pushing it to the corner. Well placed by Billy Forcher, and it's another point for the Maroons. Are up 5-3. As Ava Costin plays libero and is serving. The ball looked like it could have been out, but here's doesn't matter as Jocelyn Puckett puts it down for the point for the Ranchers. 5-4. The Porch, located over in Ray, North Dakota, a locally owned coffee shop serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That's the Porch, and Mandy Knox and her team over at the Porch in Ray, North Dakota. Big selection over there on a local coffee shop as that last point is to the Ranchers. We're all tied up at 5-5. Forcher with the free ball goes to the back row. Now Claire Gunderson pushing it across from the back row for the Ranchers. Here's a set to the outside. Ava Bullinger tipped at the net. Run down by Fagerlund. Forcher bumps it across with the free ball. Good pass to the front row. Here is the Ranchers again. Tipped to the net as Forcher puts it down for Divide County. 6-5. It's the Maroons with a 1-point lead. We trade sides. Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you confidence you need. Call Sarah at 701-641-6429. Or Corey and Hazen at 701-870-0529. That's Surge Aesthetics, with offices in Tioga and Hazen, North Dakota. 6-6 on that last point by the Ranchers. Bullinger with the serve is too deep. Easy point for Divide, 7-6. Happy to announce that the Minnesota Twins won tonight. Their first playoff victory in 19 games, from what I understand. As the Minnesota Twins, they started out the series with the Blue Jays just right. There's a point on the kill by the Ranchers. It's 7-7. I know that my son-in-law, a native of the Toronto area, big Blue Jays fan. I think we have to bet a Diet Coke, Aaron. There is a ball that's out of bounds. Last touch by Divide County as the Maroons drop one, and they're down by one. He's a big Blue Jay fan. I'm a pretty big Twins fan. We'll see who wins the series, but the Twins have started out on the right foot. It's Royce Lewis playing a huge part in today's win again for the Minnesota Twins. That last point to the Maroons as Anna Ames goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row for Divide County. And that ball is too deep. And that is a service error. 9-8. The Ranchers out on top as Jessa Riestead checks in for the Ranchers. Goes back to servers row. Jessa is a senior for head coach Kayla Jensen. Here's a set to the outside as Claire Gunderson bumps it across. Forcher. And Ava Kostanos unable to get it across. It's another point for the Ranchers. 10-8. Almost an ace, but dug out by Fagerlund, and then Elodie Johnson puts it into the net. Maroons down by 3, 11-8. Led a good part of this set number 2. They're down 1-0 as they drop the first one 25-18 to the Ranchers. Now down 3 here in set number 2. Gunderson brings it across. Fagerlund goes to the middle, but there's Schroeder. These same Maroons will be in Tioga on Thursday. Game Day Media will be there as it'll be the Pirates versus the Divide County Maroons this Thursday. That last point awarded to the Ranchers, 12-8. Riestead continues to serve, but this time she serves it into the net. 12-9. And it'll be the Maroons. Maddie Fagerlund going back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. And she serves it into the net. So service errors by both teams consecutive. And the ball goes back to Claire Gunderson to serve for the Ranchers. And then she serves it into the net. 13-10. Elodie Johnson back to servers row. Hannah Nelson with the serve receive up front to Olivia Puckett. And last touch by the Maroons is 14-10. Olivia With the serve received, dug out there by Fagerlund. As Wehrman goes to the donor hole with the point. 14-11. Gives us a chance to thank Prairie Motors, located in Stanley, North Dakota. We devote ourselves in helping and serving our customers to the best of our ability with high-quality vehicles and service. Matt Evans and his gang over at Prairie Motors in Stanley. 14-11 as there is a serve that's too deep, and that's an easy point for the Ranchers. It's 15-11 as Jocelyn Puckett goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Puckett puts the ball in play, up by 4, and there's another point as Ames unable to come up with the ball on the second hit. 16-11. Jocelyn Puckett, pretty good volleyball player, pretty good basketball player as well for these Ranchers. That's just around the corner. Fall season, there's another point. And there's another reversal of the initial call. And that point goes to the Maroons. Brought across there by the Ranchers up front. Here's Fagerlund pushing it across. Kept alive, but unable to catch up with the second hit is Jocelyn Puckett. And that's a point to the Maroons. It's 16-13. The Ranchers up by 3 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Push to the front. And the ball is going to be off the arms of Anna Ames. It's another point for the Ranchers. 17-13. As Ava Bullinger goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Ames serve receives it. Nobody there on the second hit. 18-13. 5-point advantage. Here's a set to the outside. Maddie Fagerlund brings it across, but there's Puckett. Forcher from the middle puts it down from the middle row. 18-14. As Adrina Forcher goes back to serve for the Maroons. Puts the ball in play. Pushed across by Jossie Puckett. Maroons keeping it alive. Elodie Johnson brings it across. From the back corner, Addison Barsted goes with it. It's a tip that was called at the net. 19-15, that point awarded to the Ranchers. 19-14. Nicole Burton got her hands up wondering what's going on. Kept alive by Maddie Fagerlund. From the outside, Maddie Fagerlund tries to put it away for the Ranchers. Gunderson unable to bring it across. Point awarded to the Maroons. 15-19, the Ranchers up by 4. As Anna Ames goes back to server's row, wearing number 12 this evening. Claire Gunderson comes across with it as the Ranchers get another point. Divide County called in the net. So it's 20-15. It's Jessa Reested serving now for the Ranchers, needing 5 points to take set number 2. She serves it into the net. 20-16. There's a net serve by Fagerlund again. 21-16. Skylar Weirman going with the kill attempt cross court. And that's another point as it's too deep. 22-16. Claire Gunderson puts the ball in play. Here's a set. Elodie Johnson going to the corner, up into the rafters. The Ranchers can't catch up with it. That point is for the Maroons. 22-17. Elodie Johnson goes back to serve again for the Maroons. Ball's in play. Schroeder digs it out. Here's a set to the middle. Puckett brings it across with the free ball. Ranchers going to the corner, into the bleachers. That point is to the Ranchers. 23-17. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
As we come out of this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, St. Luke's Medical Center located up in Crosby, North Dakota, your complete healthcare provider at 702 First Street Southwest, located in Crosby. Call 701-965-6384 and schedule an appointment with some of their great providers located up in Crosby. That's St. Luke's Medical Center. Here's a ball mishit by Billy Forcher, and it's a set point again. 24-17. The Ranchers needing one more to take set number 2. So Olivia Puckett tries to do it. There's Weirman bringing it across with the bump. Here's an opportunity for Eliza Schroeder, and Schroeder unable to put it away. Dug out there by the Maroons. Here's another chance as Jossie Puckett will bring it across over to Bullinger as she puts it in the back row. Maddie Fagerlund bumps it to the back row. Here's going to be a set to the corner, and that is a point awarded to Divide County as the Ranchers are called in the net. Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent financial agent located in Stanley, North Dakota. For all your financial planning needs in Northwest North Dakota, call Kyle Hansen or Becky Gettle at 701-628-2384. Your Thrivent financial advisors located in Stanley. Here's Fagerlund bringing it across here on set point. Chance for the Ranchers. They go back row. Costin there digs it out. Costin now bumps it across. Here's a set by Inget. Back set to Jossie Puckett. But there's Costin again for the Maroons. Fagerlund with the free ball brings it across. Up front, here's Schroeder to the corner, and it's in for the kill from the middle. That is the winning kill here in set number 2, as the same identical score goes to the Ranchers, 25-18 to take set number 2 and a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. The Maroons' backs are up against the wall here as they need to shut out the next 3 sets to keep this match alive. We'll step aside, come back after this 2-minute Bank of Tioga intermission.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
This Bank of Tioga intermission update. It's the Ranchers leading 2-0 with identical set scores in set number 1 and set number 2. Ranchers claiming both sets by the score of 25-18 here on our Bank of Tioga intermission report. Backs are up against the wall for the Maroons. They need to win this set to keep the match alive. As the first set of set number 3 will go to the Powers Lake Ranchers. Just heard that the Tioga Pirates lost to the Trenton Tigers in a Region 8 matchup this evening over in Trenton by a score of 3-0. As Olivia Puckett goes back to server's row for the Ranchers. Up front here, Skylar Weirman blocked at the net. And that's a block point for the Ranchers. They're up 1-0. Claire Gunderson, not Claire Gunderson, that's Olivia Puckett. Serving. Watch it back and forth here. And there's the ball, last touch by the Maroons and out of bounds. The Ranchers up to a quick 2-0 lead. Once again, I want to plug From the Sidelines with Chris Peterson, a weekly podcast uploaded to our Game Day Media YouTube channel and also onto Spotify. And we'd encourage you to go out and subscribe to our YouTube channels. Make sure you're able to get From the Sidelines with Chris Peterson. Enable all the alerts. Adding to our platform here at Game Day Media podcast from Bismarck. There's a point awarded after a 3-0 start by the Ranchers. The Maroons come back with a point of their own. They're down by 2 here in set number 3. Once again, I want to remind everybody that we'll be in Tioga on Thursday, as these same Divide County Maroons will be traveling to Tioga to take on the Lady Pirates in District 16 play here on Game Day Media. We'll go on the air at the conclusion of the JV game, which will be somewhere around 6:45, 7 o'clock, depending on how that all goes. And there's a point for the Maroons, as the Ranchers thought they had it already in the bag, but the Maroons kept it alive. Maroons are still down by 2, 4-2, as Ava Costin goes back to server's row. Ball's in play. Off the net. Jossie Puckett can't catch up with it. It's 4-3. Ranchers set up the outside, Ava Bollinger. Back and forth here. It's Bollinger. Tries to bring it across again. Maroons attempt to block it, but it lands on the Divide County side. That's a point awarded to the Ranchers. 5-3. Bollinger with the serve again. Good serve. My goodness, that's a Tioga ace, hardware ace. one of the best I've seen in District 16. I haven't seen them all, but the ones that I've seen, she's got one of the better ones. This time she's too deep with it. She kind of runs out of room here at the barn. She could back up about 5 more steps. Probably in a bigger gym would help her quite a bit with her serve. Claire Gunderson brings it across for the Ranchers. Set to Fagerlund. She goes back row, and it's too deep. 7-4. .701 Cornhole Company, located in Mandan, North Dakota. Brad Anderson, a native of the Stanley area, makes customized cornhole sets for all your parties and get-togethers. Give him a look at his website called 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. Customized cornhole sets at 701 Cornhole Company. 8-4. Ranchers with the lead, doubling up the Maroons. And there's a point awarded with the lift called against the Maroons. 9-4. 9-4. 5-point lead as Schroeder serves it into the net. 9-5. 9-5 as Adrena Forcher goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. And there the friendly net aids the Ranchers. It's 10-5. The Ranchers have doubled up the Divide County Maroons. Again, Jessa Riestead checks in for the Ranchers. Brevera Bank, again, a proud supporter of the Stanley community and the Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, achieve their goals. Financially, that's Heath Hetzel, the market president for the Brevera Bank located over in Stanley. Stop by their office in Stanley. 11-5. There is Jessa almost taking out the chair umpire. And that point is awarded to the Maroons. 11-6. Anna Ames goes back to server's row for the Maroons. She puts it in play. Ava Bollinger brings it across for the Ranchers. And the Rafters get one for the Maroons. Ball hits the Rancher side of the floor. Ames continues to serve. There's another point for the Maroons. Anna Ames serving up. The freshman for the Divide County Maroons doing a great job from server's row here. From the middle. There's Ames digging it out in the back row. Elodie Johnson. Ava Bollinger brings it across, and it's going to be wide left. 11-9. As we have a timeout on the floor called by the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. We'll take one as well. You're listening to District 16 volleyball action here from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota on Game Day Media. Back after this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
As we come back to the barn, we have a new elite sponsor that has come on board this week. That is Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets, deeply rooted in the Midwest. That's Murex Petroleum Corporation, one of our newest sponsors, an elite sponsor on Game Day Media. Glad to have Shannon Holter and Murex Petroleum Corporation on board with Game Day Media as that last point awarded to the Maroons. 11-10. Here is Jocelyn Puckett too deep with her kill attempt, and we're all tied up. At one point in time, there was a 6-point lead, 11-5, and the Maroons battling back to tie this set up. Inget brings it across for the Ranchers. Here's a set to the middle. Johnson with the free ball. Here's Puckett. Forcher gets the friendly net. Brings it across, aims there to dig. Up front, Johnson. Now on the Rancher side, out to Olivia Puckett. And that ball's into the net. The point awarded to the Divide County Maroons, their first lead of set number 3. 12-11. Here's a set to the middle. Olivia Puckett unable to bring it across. Another point to Divide County. 13-11. A lot of smiles on the face on the Divide County side, wearing their pink jerseys this evening in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's Claire Gunderson trying to put it away for the Ranchers, but there is Ames again. And there's another point on the little tip, 14-11. It was 11-5 at one time in favor of the Ranchers. It's now 14-11 in favor of the Maroons. Things have gone south for the Ranchers. There's a point awarded on the double hit, and that point goes to the Ranchers. That breaks the point streak for the Maroons. They're still up by 2 at 14-12. As Hannah Nelson comes in to serve. DA Land LLC was established in 2021 as providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies to the Tioga area. That's DA Land in Tioga, North Dakota. There's a point on the kill by Jocelyn Puckett. 14-13. The Porch, located over in Ray, North Dakota, serves a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. Mandy Knox at the Porch in Ray, one of our diamond sponsors. And there's another point. And so the Ranchers kicking things into gear here have tied up this set number 3, 14-14. If you're just joining us, the Ranchers with identical score wins in set number 1 and 2 at 25-18. Good dig by Costin. And the Ranchers caught flat-footed. And that point is awarded to the Maroons. 15-14. Maddie Fagerlund goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Weirman brings it across for the Maroons. There's Bollinger with the kill from the left side. Tying this match up, or this setup, 15-15. This set, it's been a competitive one. Both teams battling back and forth. Here's a set to Eliza Schroeder, and Schroeder puts it down, and the Ranchers retake the lead at 16-15. With that, we have a timeout on the floor called by head coach Nicole Bertman. We'll take one as well. You're listening to District 16 volleyball action on your leading streamer in the Northwest, Game Day Media, back after this 30-second St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, my name's Randy Peterson. Glad you're with us here on Game Day Media. Again, we want to remind everybody that we'll be in Tioga this Thursday as the Tioga Lady Pirates will host these same Divide County Maroons Thursday night. Your Northwest Therapy Services first serve will start on the conclusion of the JV game down in Tioga. Northwest Therapy Services, a speech pathology service provider located in Ray, North Dakota, and that last point is awarded to the Maroons. We're all tied up at 16 apiece. We're broadcasting live from the NCC Sports Desk, powered up by NCC in all of our locations up here in Northwest North Dakota. Great provider of services, led by Jeremy Becker and the gang at Northwest Therapy, or at NCC, excuse me. Both teams playing competitively here, and there's another point awarded to the Divide County Maroons. They take the lead again by one, 17-16. Elodie Johnson serving for the Maroons, puts it in play. Kyra Bakken sends it to the front row, pushed across with the free ball by Puckett. Forcher pushes it across herself. Dug out by Hannah Nelson. Up front here's Bollinger. A diving Costin keeps it alive for the Maroons. And there is a well-placed ball by the Maroons. It's another point for Divide County. They're now up by 2. 18-16 here in set number 3. They're down 2-0, so they need this set to keep the match alive. Forcher clips the net. Up front here's Schroeder. Schroeder's kill attempt from the middle is too deep. Ranchers are claiming it was tipped, but nothing from the chair umpire. Another point awarded to the Maroons, 19-16. Elodie Johnson serving again for the Maroons. Dug out by Fagerlund. Forcher unable to bring it across. That point goes to the Ranchers, 19-17. As Jocelyn Puckett back to the server's row. Ball's in play. Costin brings it across from the back row. Forcher pushes it to the corner, dug out by Costin. Bumped across by the Maroons. Here's a set to the middle. Eliza Schroeder blocked at the net. And the return by the Ranchers goes out of bounds. 20-17. The Maroons 5 points away from claiming set number 3. Schroeder goes to the corner, finds no one home for the Maroons. Point to the Ranchers. Ava Bollinger goes back to the server's row. Needs to keep the ball in play. Takes a little off of it. Sends it to the front row. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. 20-19, Bollinger with the service point. Again, another serve. They're all kept alive by both teams. From the middle, Eliza Schroeder with the roll, but goes wide with it. 21-19. Here's Anderson Barstead, Barsted with the point, with the kill from the right side, 21-20. Ranchers get the serve back. It'll be Eliza Schroeder. Technic Solutions, offering measurement sales, service, and support for your oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. There's another point for the Ranchers. We're all tied up at 21 apiece. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or contact him by email. It's Jason at technicsolutions.com. Forcher goes with the kill attempt. That one's too long, and that point goes to the Ranchers. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Ranchers 22, the Maroons 21. We'll step aside. You're listening to District 16 Girls Volleyball here on Game Day Media, back after the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
I want to remind everybody again about the new podcast episodes that'll be appearing weekly on Game Day Media called From the Sidelines with Chris Peterson. You can find him on our Game Day Media platform as well as on Spotify. That's From the Sidelines with Chris Peterson. 22-21 as play resumes. Ranchers. Claire Gunderson tries to bring it across, and the point is awarded to Divide. 22-22. Things get interesting here in set number 3. Adriana Forcher goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group server's row. Puts it in play. And that is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. 23-20. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor again. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Maroons 23, the Ranchers 22. We'll step aside. Come back after this. St. Luke's Medical Center, 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Merrick's Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. Merrick'sPetroleumCorporation.com. As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Ranchers up 2-1, but currently down here in set number 3, 23-22, and the Ranchers have the serve. Forcher goes with the serve, goes back row, it's in play, and here's Claire Gunderson bumping it across. Forcher sets up the middle. To the back row they go with it. Now on the Ranchers side, it'll be Olivia Puckett bringing it across with the free ball. Up in the rafters, the Maroons run it down. On the outside, Claire Gunderson goes back row with it. Forcher tries to keep it alive. Fagerlund does a great job of keeping it going. Here's Barsted trying to put it down, and that ball is into the net. 4 hits by the Ranchers, and it's set point for Divide County. 24-22 as Forcher serves for set number 3 for the Divide County Maroons. And that is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. As the Maroons keep it going, they win set number 3, 25-22. We'll be back after this 2-minute Bank of Tioga intermission report. It's 2-1. The Ranchers up over the Divide County Maroons. Back in 2 minutes.
inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back, first point of set number 4 goes to the Maroons, and now here's the Ranchers tying it up at 1 apiece. Final from Ray, North Dakota tonight. Ray over the Partial Braves 3-1 in Region 8 play. And that ball hit out of bounds by the Maroons. Point awarded to the Ranchers. Forcher puts it in the donut hole and ties it up at 2 apiece. Little life for the Maroons here as they claim set number 3, 25-22. As we start set number 3 on our Northwest Therapy Services start of set. All tied up at 2 apiece. And there is a point put down by Billy Forcher. And the lead to the Ranchers at 3-2. Costin serving. And tipped at the net. Unable to catch up with it is Maddie Fagerlund. We're all knotted up at 3. Serve by Jocelyn Puckett. And a little miscommunication there for the Ranchers. Point awarded to the, by the Maroons. And the point is awarded to the Ranchers. Jocelyn Puckett continuing to serve. There's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. It's 5-3. Again, the Ranchers up 2-1. This best-of-5 match. Jocelyn Puckett goes along the right side. Forcher tries to put it home for the Maroons, can't do it. Bollinger is able to do it for the Ranchers, and that's another point for Powers Lake-Burke Central. 6-3 here early in set number 4. There's another point for the Ranchers. Again, we want to thank NCC, the supporter of our sports desk, but also they have gone way beyond what we ever expected at GameDay Media by providing quality internet to all of our locations that we're broadcasting from. They're just a great provider and a great community friend, that's for sure. Friend of GameDay Media. That is NCC, the sponsor of our NCC Sports Desk, and going well above that NCC Sports Desk, what they've done for Game Day Media. 8-4. Served out of bounds, easy point for the Ranchers. It's 9-4. Ava Bullinger goes back to server's row. Ball's in play. Here's a set to Forcher, pushed across from the right side. Set to the middle. The Maroons can't catch up with it. And that's another point for the Ranchers. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. Tioga Medical Center score. It is the Ranchers 10, the Maroons 4. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage of District 16 Girls Volleyball. We'll be back after this St. Luke's Medical Center 30-second timeout.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
It is 10-4 here from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. The Ranchers leading set number 4, up 2-1. As the Rafters claim another point for the Maroons. It's 10-5. As Adrena Forcher goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group server's row. Back and forth here. Forcher goes to the outside, brought across by Fagerlund. From the middle, Eliza Schroeder puts it down for the Ranchers. 11-5, a lot of smiles now again showing up on the Rancher side of the floor. They're up by 6. So Eliza goes back to serve for the Ranchers, leading by 6. So set for the Maroons. Back set to Barstead. Barstead brings it across. And there's a point put down by Elodie Johnson. It's 11-6. 11-6 as Anna Ames goes back to server's row. Kept alive by the Ranchers. Nobody home at the net for the Ranchers. Another point awarded to the Maroons. 11-7. (11-8) on the Tioga Ace Hardware ace. Ranchers kept a little flat-footed there. There's a miss hit by the Maroons. It's 12-8. Ranchers score the point. Trista Inget goes back to server's row. Up by 4. And she serves it into the net. 12-9. Free point for the Maroons. Maddie Fagerlund goes back to serve for the Maroons, leading down by 3. We're in set number 4. Back row. Bollinger brings it across. Costin brings it across for the Maroons. And Inget unable to push it across. It's another point for the Maroons. 12-10. That ball off the hands of Elodie Johnson and out of bounds. It's 13-10. Gunderson serving for the Ranchers. Ball hits the antenna. 14-10. Ranchers now lead by 4. Gunderson continues to serve for Powers Lake-Burke Central. And that is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. Hitting the line. 15-10. Gunderson found nobody home for the Maroons. Now goes to the middle. And there is a lift that's going to be called against the Maroons, and things going from bad to worse for the Maroons. They're down by 6 here in set number 4, needing this set to stay alive. And there is another point for the Ranchers. It's 17-10. Gunderson continues to serve, up by 7. And there's another point. The Ranchers find the donut hole. It's 18-10. Nicole Bertman, the head coach for the Maroons, say too much standing around, girls. That's kind of what I see too. Getting caught flat-footed for sure. Brought across by Wehrman. Well placed by Puckett to the corner where nobody's home. It's 19-10. We have a timeout on the floor. You're listening to District 16 Girls Volleyball from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota here on GameDay Media. We'll step aside, come back after the St. Luke's Medical Center 30-second timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
Want to thank Surge Aesthetics, Technex Solutions, Farmers Union Insurance, the Larson Vazen Agency up in Crosby, 701 Cornhole Company, Patriot Oilfield Service, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Prairie Motors in Stanley, Kyle Hansen and the Thrivent Financial Advisors in Stanley, and Flag Family Media for all of their coverage in helping us put on this match here this evening. Another point awarded to the Ranchers, and it is, time is running out for the Maroons. They're down by 10, and there is the ball served out of bounds. 20-11 as the Maroons get the serve back. Farmers Union Insurance, the Larson Vassen Agency, located up in Crosby, selling crop, farm, ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. There's another point with the lift called against the Maroons. It's 21-11. Stay tuned. We'll have our DNL Paraffin postgame show at the conclusion of this match. We'll also name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Here's Forcher putting it down for the Maroons with authority. 21-12. As the Maroons get it back. Tegan's Interior is located up in Crosby, North Dakota. Family-owned business that specializes in flooring, window treatments, and cabinetry, located on Main Street in Crosby. Nikita Swanson and her business up there at Tegan's Interiors. Stop by and see what she can do for your household today. 21-13. And there is a net serve. 22-13, the Ranchers are 3 points away from claiming this set. Here in set number 4, they're leading 22-13. Wehrman brings it across. Great kill. It's a Tioga Ace Hardware kill by Skylar Wehrman. 22-14. I believe it is Elia Bailey that is serving. She serves it into the net, 23-14. They're wearing new numbers tonight, so I apologize if I'm getting some of these names and numbers incorrect tonight. Their pink uniforms are not necessarily the same uniforms I don't think that they normally have in the program. And there's the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be match point for the Ranchers. They're up 24-14. No room for error for the Maroons. Good serve by Bullinger. Brought to the front row. Billy Forcher brings it across. Here's a set to the middle. Eliza Schroeder is able to put it down with the last touch by Ava Costin. And Eliza Schroeder brings home the match victory, 25-14 over the over the Divide County Maroons. We'll step aside, take a 3-minute timeout. We'll name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, and we'll come back with our DNL Paraffin after this 3-minute timeout.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime. All right, as we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I've got the winning head coach from the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers, Kayla Jensen, and as we were talking off camera a little bit, this thing got a little bit interesting after the first two sets.
Yeah, it was like a roller coaster. It was up and down, and you never knew which way it was going to go.
Well, you started out and you kind of set the tone in the first set, winning 25-18. You duplicated the score in the second set with the same score. But then the Divide County Maroons found a little life. They were down early, but they came back and stormed back to win set number 3 to take you to a set number 4. But then you guys showed a lot of grit. You come back and won 25-14 to take the match.
Yeah, like I said, we had a lot of ups and downs, and we just told the girls that it's going to happen, but we have to push through and we can't give up. The biggest thing is we make a mistake and we don't like it, so yeah, we got to figure out how to get through that.
So what's up next for the Ranchers this week?
We are off until our tournament on Saturday.
Oh,
we
you
go
have
to
the
Northwest Conference.
Northwest Conference tournament on Saturday, and that's over in Stanley, right?
Yes.
And so we want to wish you all the best, Kayla. Another victory for the Ranchers as you claim a District 16 win. That's on your home court here at the barn in Powers Lake, and congratulations on that.
Thank you.
When we come back after this timeout, we're going to put our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It'll be Eliza Schroeder that is named our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll change out headsets. Bring on Eliza after this quick timeout.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Okay, as we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Eliza Schroeder is named that Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. And one of the reasons we did that is I thought you showed a lot of senior leadership tonight, you know, with some pretty big kills tonight.
Yeah.
So when you, I mean, I've seen you play volleyball now, I think, for 4 or 5 years, I think. And this year you're a senior, so you get to lead the team. And what have you noticed about your team this year, and what can you tell me about some of your younger players?
You know, we're still trying to figure out our flow a little bit, but it's kind of on the upward hill of the roller coaster, and hopefully we don't ever come back down. The younger girls are really showing a lot of just good things, and, you know, we've had 2 girls coming back from last year that have played varsity, so none of these younger girls have ever even seen the court, and so it's really exciting for me to see them finding so much success.
I know that you've you know, you play a lot of middle row, and you found some success there, but I know you can't put down the kills like you would normally that you normally can without some good assists, right?
Right.
And who's the leader of your team as far as setting you up to allow you to put on the kills?
So we run a 6-2, so my setter is Jossie Puckett.
Okay.
And I think we have a really good connection of just she always puts the ball where it needs to be.
Yeah. Well, when the setter can put it at the net, all you got to do is put it down, right?
Right. She's got the hard job.
Well, you've been listening to our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It's Eliza Schroeder, a senior from Powers Lake. And congratulations, Eliza, on being named our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game.
Thanks, Randy.
When we step back, we'll come back, wrap this thing up on our DNL Paraffin postgame show back after this timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
And as we come back to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, we want to wrap it up here tonight. It was the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers with a 3-1 set victory over the Divide County Maroons here in District 16 play. And we want to tell you that next Thursday, we will be going over to Tioga. It'll be the Tioga Lady Pirates taking on the Divide County Maroons, a team that you saw here tonight on GameDay Media. This time it'll be against the Tioga Lady Pirates on Thursday. We'll wrap up the week with a broadcast from Stanley. It'll be Class 11B football from Stanley on Friday night. That game time will go on the air at 5 o'clock. There's a change there because of some reffing issues that they have, and so they had officials for a 5 o'clock start. We'll go on the air with our pregame show on Friday at 4:30. So it'll be the Stanley Blue Jays hosting the South Prairie Royals on Friday night here on GameDay Media. On behalf of my cameraman, James Meyer, my producer, Eli Clark, my name's Randy Peterson. Until Thursday night, have a good night, everybody. Travel safe. Go Twins.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James. D&L Paraffin. Brad Johnson Insurance. Bravera Bank. Continental Resources. Northwest Therapy Services. Nesset Consulting Service. Roustabout Service and Insulating. DA Land, LLC. 701 Cornhole Company. Bingaman Construction. Tioga Ace Hardware. Border Plains Equipment of Stanley. The Bank of Tioga. Tioga Parts Supply. Surge Aesthetics. The Porch. Tegan's Interiors. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop. Prairie Home Furnishings. Farmers Union Insurance. Larson Vossen Agency. Game 1. TechNet Solutions. Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa. Montreal County Health Center. Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated. Brandy Larson Insurance Agency. Prairie Ford of Stanley. Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor. Murex Petroleum Corporation. Flag Family Media.